Hi there guys, this is Claire Kennedy at Stronger You for Life. I'm going to take you through a 30-minute resistance training program. First of all, let's get our bodies warm, activated and ready for action. So let's start on our hands and knees. Let's work on our spinal column. Hands under shoulders, knees pulled out and under your hips. Turn your pelvis under, pull out of your shoulders. Neck out of the spine. Drive your spinal column up and into the ceiling. You're going to tuck that chin onto the chest. Your eye gaze is through your legs. Your shoelaces are on the floor. Feel like you're separating every single vertebrae. Now do the exact opposite. Arch your back down into flexion. Lock out the arms. Pull out of the shoulders. Get your eye gaze to the ceiling. Flex the spinal column. Back up into extension, really pull apart those vertebrae, lock out the elbows, pull the neck out of the spine, and arch into the ceiling. Flow down into flexion, last time. From there, we're going to rotate the spine, arm under your torso and the shoulder directly touches the floor. Push back up, switch to the other side. So we're building into shoulders here, but we're also working on your spinal rotation. One more time. From there, let's get a bit of core activation going. I want you to turn your pelvis under, get that core connected, and then lift your right knee up in line with your right hip. Back down to the floor with that knee, over to the left side, transferring the weight, keeping the core connected, using your core and your glutes to lift one knee up each side. Give me 3 more, keep the breathing coming. For 3, try not to tilt the pelvis, keep the knee in line with the pelvis. For 2, here's your last one. For 1. Well done, guys. Okay, from there, let's get into your hamstrings and glutes. Step your right foot through your hands either side of the foot. They're not going to move. I want you to drive your front right knee over toe. Now just linger there for a second. Mobilize your ankle joint. Just feel out the ankle, the calf muscle, and then glide your hips back to sit on top of your heel. You're gliding backwards and forwards as you work on mobilizing, activating your hamstrings and glute muscles, all the muscles running down the back of your body, just gliding backwards and forwards, feeling them ease up as you go. One more time, sit right back on that heel, back up to your center point. Let's get into your hip flexor. Drive your front knee right over the toe and then sink down. You should feel your left hip flexor in this position. Swing your arms up to your ears. That'll pull your body weight forward and drop you further into the left hip flexor. Now, when you're in that position, don't arch the back, engage your core, lift up and lift away from the hip flexor you're stretching. So we're moving over and pulsing over to the right. Can you feel that lovely opening going on into your hip flexor? Breathe into this for 3. For 2, here's your last one. For 1, hands back down next to your foot. Go back up to your neutral position and let's change legs. So left foot through the hand, same sequence. Left foot through the hands either side of the foot, shoelace on the floor at the back, knee under hip. Drive that front left knee forward, linger there for a second, mobilize your ankle joint, your calf muscle, and then glide your hip back. So you're gliding forward and back, opening up the hamstrings and the glute muscles on the left leg this time. Is there a difference? How balanced is your strength here? Can you feel that one side is maybe a little tighter, maybe working a little harder than the other? Always looking to keep the body lovely and balanced. Okay, stay up in neutral. Let's go into your hip flexor. Drive that knee forward, sink down. This time it's your right hip flexor you're sinking down into. Arms come up by your ears. Don't arch your back. When you've got the hip flexor, lift up and over to the left, pulsing open that hip flexor. You're also turning on some really important stability muscles as you hold this position. For 2. So breathing, guys, for 1. Hands back down on the floor. Let's pull our back knees together. We're back into our box shape. We're going to turn the toes under, drive your hips up into the ceiling as you lock out the knees. From this downward dog position, tuck your chin right onto your chest, look up at your tummy button. Now pedal one heel at a time down and into the floor. Really feel the stretching going on down the back of your calves. For 3, for 2, here's your last one, for 1. Now settle both heels into the floor and walk the hands and feet apart into your flat back plank. Drop into your core muscles. Can you feel the core? Let go of the back muscles. Use your core to pull the body forward onto your tiptoes, pushing back. It's all core work now. You're just activating, motivating that core group of muscles. For 3, use your breathing here. For 2, here's your last one. For 1, hold your plank position. drive your elbows behind you, lower your body like a flat plank towards the floor. When you reach the floor, flip the toes, push up and through, lock out the elbows and look right up at the ceiling. Enjoy that lovely, lovely back bend. Now, don't move anything but your chin. Chin right down onto your chest, look down at the floor. Open up the muscles on the back of your neck by keeping your eye gaze down on the floor and looking right over to one side. Feel that lovely stretch coming off the neck. Over to the other side. Holding your back bend for 2. Here's your last one. For 1. Well done. Push back up into your downward facing dog. Let's get into some hip opener and some quad openers. So lift your right leg high and as straight as you can get it. Drop into your standing heel on your left leg. Bend your right knee. Lift that right knee up and towards the ceiling. Now pull that knee across the ceiling so your torso is starting to rotate forward. You're into your hips. You're using your body weight, gravity to ease open. It's just a lovely, gentle hip opener for 3, for 2, for 1. Walk your hands forward as you place that raised knee through your hands. Drive your other leg behind you, straight behind you. Arrange that front leg, get a big stretch out of it. So pull it up as much as you feel comfortable doing. And then with a flat back, flow over that front knee. Lovely stretch into the glute insertions, the lateral glutes. Breathe and pulse. Okay, we're switching legs. We're going to reach around with our left hand, grab ideally the left shoelace, not always available, maybe the heel. Push the knee behind you, lower onto your right forearm. Now, when you're in this position, you've isolated your quads, so now's your chance to really open them up. A gentle pull of the foot towards your glutes. You'll feel the front of your legs, your quads, very dominant muscles. You'll feel them getting a lovely stretch for 3. Get that breathing going for 2. Here's your last one for 1. Brilliant, guys. Push back up into your downward facing dog. Let's do the same from the other side. So it's left leg high and straight, left knee bent. Bring that left knee up towards the ceiling, across the ceiling. There's that lovely rotation. Do you feel the hip? It's just easing open under your body weight and gravity. Keep that knee high. Keep the torso facing the back of the room for 2 and for 1. Walk your hands forward. Place that left knee through your hands. Drive your right leg directly behind you. Play with that front left leg. Get a good stretch out of it. Flat back. Lower right down over that knee. Opening up those muscles, breathe and pulse into those muscles for 2, for 1. Reach around with your right hand, shoelaces into the right hand, if that's available to you, might be the heel of the shoe. Drive the knee behind you, lower yourself this time down into your left hand. Okay, you're in position, you've isolated the quads, let's work them. Gentle tug of the foot into the glute. So it's just a gentle pulse, pulling the heel into the glute is going to get right into those quad muscles. Breathe into this for 3, for 2, and for 1. Well done. Let go of the shoe. Come up to a seated position, but keep your legs in a 90-degree angle. Both legs in a 90-degree angle. Lean back on your hands. Now rolling on your heels, pull the knees up and over and push them down onto the other side. So you're swinging from side to side, opening and closing the knees. You're internally, externally rotating your hip joint for 3. Lots of breathing here, guys. For 2, here's your last one, for 1. Get up onto your knees. Let's work on rotator cuff muscles now, the shoulders. So onto your knees, pull your elbows out in line with your shoulders. Tip your pelvis under. Now straighten up so your arms are in a right angle, palms facing down. Now palms face forward, palms face down. Do you see that lovely rotation? Have a little look. Your shoulders are rotating using your rotator cuff muscles. So using the right muscles. So we're just warming up those shoulder muscles for 3. Use your breathing for 2. Try and get the hands just behind the ears as the mobility increases for 1. Keep your palms facing forward. Pull the elbows together to touch across your chest. Then pull them behind your back. Give me 4 of these. There's 2. Use your breath work, guys. 3. Here's your last one. And 4. Well done. That's us lovely and warm and core activated. Now we're going to go into the weights program. So first up, you're going to need your heaviest weight. We're working your quads. We're working the front of the body. We're going to do a move called the stepping squats. So get your weight, hold it against your chest. Remember, this is just resistance. We're not going to be moving this weight. We're just lifting it or holding it against the chest. Shoulders pulled down around your spine, pelvis turned under. Step to the right and then down into your squat position. drive back up, step in, step to the left, down in your squat position, drive back up. Now, things to think about: step to the right, you're going right down into that squat, driving up with your full foot, your hinge is at your knee, your core is braced, your shoulders are pulled around the spine. Here's number 5. We're doing 16 of these, so settle into these. There's 6. We're increasing the time under tension. There's 7. Stepping sideways, stepping down for 8. Now use your breath work. Lower down slowly, drive up fast, 9. Step sideways, step down, drive up fast to 10. Have a think about what your knees are doing. I want them tracking right out over your toes. This is a fabulous knee strengthening exercise. 11. Lots of breath work needed. 12. We've got 4 more. All the way down, watch your range of motion. Step in, step to the side. 14. 2 more, guys. There's your 15. Stand back up, step in, over to the other side, right down, drive back up. Okay, let's give the legs a break. We'll be time efficient. We're going to work the upper body. Chest press, so 2 medium weights, challenging your chest muscles, your pectoral muscles, onto your back on the floor. 2 weights, put them on your thighs to start with, just so you can get them up over your chest. Lie back down, head and neck on the floor, drive the weights up over your nipple line, palms facing forward. Really important adjustment, drop the shoulders into the floor. Now, hold your left arm where it is, that's an isometric contraction. With your right arm, bend at the elbow, out to the side, tip the floor, drive back up. 1. Unilateral single arm chest press. 2. Now, slow on the way down, driving up fast. 3. Constant contact, driving up fast. 4. Shoulder to mat. Back pushed into the floor. 5. Use your breath work. 6. It's slow tempo on the way down, fast on the way up. 7. Here's your last one with this arm, driving up for 8. Okay, lock out the right arm, left arm is chest press. Tip the floor, drive back up for 1. Feel the engagement and activation 2 of those chest muscles. 3. Keep the elbow in line with your nipple line. 4. Quick note to self, which side is harder? 5. Are your chest muscles balanced? 6. 2 more. 3, 2, 1, tip, driving up. 7. Here's your last one, guys. 3, 2, 1, tip, driving up for 8. Super, well done. Come to a standing. We're going to go into your back muscles now. So we probably want to take the weight down a little bit. So I'm going to go down a smidge. We're working the back of the body now, the posterior chain. So get your slightly lighter dumbbells. You need 2 medium to heavy dumbbells. Onto the thighs with those. Feet are parallel, under your hips, shoulders are pulled down around your spine. Slide your hips behind you with a flat back to the lower of the weights, just below the knees. Sit into your heels, tip your pelvis under. Last little adjustment, turn the palms to face forward. That's a pronated grip. Now you're driving the weights into your chest, lowering them down. 1. We're doing 10 reps. 2. Your core is tipped under. 3. Your shoulders stay retracted. 4. You're looking down at the floor. 5. Now use your breath work. Drive those elbows past your hips. 6. 7. Tempo is fast up. Slow down. 8. 2 more, guys. 9. Here's your last one. Drive those elbows up past your hip, slowly lower down for 10. Well done. Last exercise for the 4 before we get a break. Much lower weights because we're going to work your shoulder muscles, the deltoids. So 2 light to medium weights, depending on your strength. Weights go on your quads, your shoulders are pulled down around your spine, your palms are turned in, pelvis is turned under. Lift both weights up into a frontal raise to collarbone, round to the side into lateral raise and down. 1. We're doing 8 of these reps. Round to the side and down. 2. So it's up to collarbone, round to the side and down for 3. So do you see how we've increased your time under tension with this exercise? 4. We're just holding the weight in the deltoids. 5. For that little bit longer. 6. Increasing the challenge to the deltoid muscles. 7. Keep the arms locked out. Don't use your torso to lift the weights. Slowly lower down for 8. Brilliant work, guys. Well done. You deserve a break. Get some water on board, heart and lungs come back down to baseline. Get your heavy weight for your stepping squats. Hold that weight at your chest. Pull the shoulders down around the spine. Tip your pelvis under. You're stepping to the right, down into your squat, driving up, stepping in, stepping to the left. Down in your squat, driving up, stepping in. This is your third rep. You're doing 16. So get into the rhythm, use your breathing, drive those knees right over toes. Keep the torso upright, push from your whole foot. 6, 7, let's do the counting. 8 more to go, guys. Over to the right, down into your squat. Watch your range of motion here. Get right down. Use those quads to push up. Feel your knees working. 1, step all the way down, drive up for 2, step sideways, all the way down, drive up for 3, step in, over to the side. 4, you've got 2 more. This seems really long, doesn't it? 5, here's your last one. All the way down into your squat, drive up for 6. Well done, 8 on each side. Okay, into our chest press work. We're doing an isometric contraction with a single arm chest press. We did the right side first time. Let's do the left side this time. Weights start on your thighs. Lower yourself down to the floor. Drive the weights up over your nipple line, palms facing forward. Take a moment to drop those shoulders into the mat. Okay, your right arm is going to be isometric. Left arm is going to be the working arm. Hinge at your elbow, out to the side, tip the floor, drive back up. 8 reps. 1. Now use your breathing. 2. Feel those muscles in your chest. 4. Visualize them working. 5. Hinging at the elbow as wide as you can get it. 6. In line with your nipple line. 7. Keep your shoulders buried into the floor. 3, 2, 1. Driving up for 8. Okay, switch to the other arm. Isometric arm with the left arm. Tip the floor, drive back up for 1. Hinging at the elbow. 2. Working your pectoral muscles. 3. The isometric arm. 4. Is working the pectoral muscles, holding the contraction. 5. Also cementing down those shoulder muscles. 6. 2 more with this arm. Elbow tips the floor, drive back up. 7. Here's your last one. 3, 2, 1. Tip, drive back up for 8. Come up to a standing. We're going to go to slightly lower weights and work your back muscles. The 2-arm bent over row with pronated grip. Pronated grip is just going to get into your biceps a bit more. So 2 dumbbells on your thighs. You're going to hinge at your hips. Guys, feet are parallel under hips, shoulders pulled down around the spine, pelvis turned under. Hinge at your hip with a flat back, lower the weights just below your knee. Sit into your heels, turn the pelvis under, connect with your core. Keep the shoulders retracted, turn the palms to face forward. Drive your elbows up beside your body. 2, you're doing 8, 10 reps. 3, look down at the floor, extend your neck out to the spine. 4, 5, use your breathing, tempos fast up, slow down. 6, sit in your heels. 7, feel those posterior chain muscles working for you. 8, 2 more, you're strengthening all those back muscles. There you go, that's that set finished. 1 more exercise before we finish the whole set. Shoulders, you're working your deltoids, frontal and lateral raises. Lower weights, lower muscle mass. Feet under hips, pelvis turned under, shoulders wrapped around your spine. Lift the weights in line with your collarbone, then round to the side and down. 1, frontal raise into lateral raise. 2, 8 reps. There's 3. Keep the weights at collarbone height throughout. 4, keep the elbows locked out. 5, try not to use your torso. Very tempting, I know. 6, keep the workload in the shoulders. Round to the side. 7, can you feel if one arm is struggling a bit more than the other? 8, well done. Second set, guys, in the bag, well done. Okay, water on board, heart and lungs come back to baseline. We're going to go again. Okay, the stepping squat. It's a long one. We're doing 8 reps on each leg. So it's increasing our rep range, making the work quite challenging. Hold the weight at your chest. Pull your shoulders down around your spine. Tip your pelvis under. Feet up under your hips. Let's step to the left for change. Step to the left, down into your squat, drive back up, step in, over to the right, down into your squat, step back in. 3, driving up. Hinging at your knees. 4 is always going to get in to your quads and your knees. 5, body is dropping down like a stone. 6, don't let the weight pull you forward. 7, really feel your target muscles. 8,
They're your quads and your knee muscles, 9. Core and back are working, as are your arms, 10. There's 11. We're flying through this, guys. 12. Now watch your range of motion. Don't rush. 13. Your quads and knees, I hope they're talking back. 15. Here's your last 2. Driving up, well done. Onto our backs, we've got the chest. So while the legs are recovering, we're going to work the chest muscles. So what makes the workout so efficient? You're going to one muscle group, then the other. We're letting one group recover while you work the upper body. Down you go. Drive the weights right over your nipple line. Lock out the elbows, palms are facing forward. Drop your shoulders into the floor. Remember, you've got to have contact with the shoulders. This is a chest exercise. Left arm is isometric, right arm is going to be your moving single arm chest press arm. Tip the floor, drive back up. So right out to the side, then right back into. It's almost like half a semicircle. 3, tempo, really important. Nice and slow on the way down, driving faster back up. 4, 3, 2, 1, tip. 5. Are you feeling it in those chest muscles? There's 6, you've got 2 more, guys. 3, 2, 1, tip, driving up. 7. Here's your last one. 3, 2, 1, tip, driving up. 8. Okay, isometric arm is your right arm, left arm is your chest press, single arm. 1. How wide can you get that elbow? 2. Can you feel the core bracing? 3. Your core's working really hard. 4. What about the isometric arm? Driving up. 5. That's working hard too. Holding the weight there. 6. 2 more, guys. 7. Here's your last one. How wide can that elbow go? Tip, driving up for 8. Well done. Up to a standing, we're going to work your back. So we're going from front to the back. Sing 2 arm bent over row, and we're adding in a pronated grip to work our biceps. So 2 slightly lighter weights. Aim for your medium to heavy weight. Weight on the thighs, feet are parallel. Hinging your hips to drive your hips behind you so your flat back lowers the weight just below the knees. Sit into your heel, turn your pelvis under, retract the shoulders, turn the palms to face forward, and drive the elbows up across the back. 2, look down at the floor. 3, extend the neck out of the spine. 4, feel how important your core muscles are here. 5, holding it all together. 6, your only moving part. 7 are your arms. 8, every other muscle fiber is contracting. 9, to hold you in place. Feeling and visualizing your back muscles. 10, well done. Deltoids, shoulders. Let's get to much lighter weights. Hold them on your thigh, palms facing in, pelvis turned under, shoulders pulled down around your spine. Locked out arms come to collarbone height, then go round to your shoulder and down. 1, you're working your deltoids. 2, subsidiaries are biceps and triceps. 3, try and keep your neck muscles out of this exercise. 4, use your breathing. 5, now no swinging, keep the workload in the shoulders. 6, 2 more, guys. 7, really feeling this, are you? There's a build going on. Lower down for 8, well done. 3rd set, in the bag, guys. Last set to go. Okay, we've got muscle memory on our side. That's great. Our muscles know what they're doing, but they're tired muscles. So by lifting the same weight, you're in progressive overload. It's almost like you've increased your workload. So let's get those stepping squats out of the way. Remember, they're long. You need a heavy weight. So get that weight, hold it against your chest. And when I say heavy, that's heavy for you. Everyone's different with this. Holding the weight at your chest, keep it there. It's just acting as resistance. Shoulders pulled down around your spine. Heels are slightly wider than your hips. You're lowering right down into your squat, driving up. Stepping to the right, down in your squat, driving up. Stepping to the left, down into your squat, driving up. 3, 4. Now keep that torso upright. 5, shoulders around the spine. Really feel your core helping you lift up. 6, knees, they're pushing out, tracking over toes. 7, 8, there's our halfway point. Step in, step out. 9. Now we're just increasing the time and attention. 10, these muscles are working all the way down, driving up. 11, step sideways, step down for 12. So we've increased the challenge. There's 13, into those quads and those knees. 14, 2 more to go, guys, thank goodness. 15, Now sink like a stone, hinging at your knees, driving up to 16. Well done. Squats done for today. Okay, chest press. Choose your chest press weight. Always remember, you're stronger than you think. Really seeing how people have developed very strong pectoral muscle area. Weights on the thighs. You're going to roll down into the floor or the mat. Push the weights up over your nipple line. Palms facing forward, drop the shoulders into the mat. Okay, let's keep the left arm isometric. The right arm is the single arm chest press. Hinging at your elbow, lower the weight towards the mat, tip the floor, drive back up for 1. Stay on the same side. 2, complete 8 reps. 3, timing's important. 3, 2, 1, tip, driving up 4. So it's slow against gravity on the way down, fast up 5. 3, 2, 1, tip, driving up 6. You've got 2 more with this arm. 7, tell me those muscles are talking back. Mine most certainly are. 8. Okay, adjust, switch to the other side. Right arm isometric, left arm single arm chest press. 1. How wide can you get the elbow? 2. Stay in charge of your weights. 3. Keep them over your nipple line. 4. Bury your shoulders into the mat. 5. Now work on your timing. Slow on the way down, tip, driving up past 6. 2 more, guys. Those chest muscles have worked hard. 7. Here's your last one. 3, 2, 1, tip, driving up for 8. Well done. Okay, I'm going to get punchy. I'm going to use slightly heavier weights for my bent over row. I feel good about the technique, so I think I can push those back muscles a little bit harder. So 2 weights, I'm going to use my chest press weights. 2 weights on your thighs, feet are under your hips, your shoulders around your spine, your pelvis is turned under. You're going to drive your hips back with a flat back to lower the weight. The weights stay right there, just below your knees. Turn your pelvis under so the core is connected, retract the shoulders. Turn your palms to face forward, and away you go with your 2 arm bent over row. 1, look down at the floor. 2, extend your neck out of the spine. 3, straight line from neck to spine. 4, use your breathing. 5, feel those biceps. 6, feel the posterior chain working. 7, you've got 3 more. 8, nice, smooth, continual movement. 9, here's your last one. Retract those shoulders, slowly lowering down for 10. Well done. Lateral and frontal raises to finish, going into your shoulder muscles. Smaller muscle mass, so we're going to use smaller weights. Get your lower weights, hold them on your thigh. Now we're going to turn the pelvis under, pull the shoulders down around the spine. Now use your shoulders to go into a frontal raise, hold and round to a lateral raise and down. 1, 8 reps. Up to the front, round to the side. 2, arms stay locked, round to the side for 3. You're going right up to collarbone height, then round the corner for 4. You're halfway. Up to collarbone, round to the side and down. 5. Now really watch that you're not rocking. 6, your core is holding you stable. There's your number 7. Last one, guys, you've got this. Up in front, round to the side and down for 8. Brilliant work, guys. There's your 30-minute class. I'm going to let you get down onto the floor, close your eyes and breathe and just enjoy the moment. So lie back, wide arms, close your eyes. If you want a bit of a stretch, drop the knees to one side, turn the other way. But the best thing you can do is close your eyes and just breathe. Take it in, think how hard your body worked. Lift up and over to the other side with your knees, turn your head to face the other way, keep your eyes closed and just breathe and enjoy this brief moment for 2 and for 1. Fantastic, guys, well done.